Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
It's Sunday Fun Day, and you know what that means. It's time for more UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. Today's match, Atlanta Rovers FC versus Dalton United FC, and it's next. Hello everyone, Larry Weaver here at beautiful Steel Road Stadium in Ellenwood, Georgia, bringing you another UPSL Georgia Premier Division match. It's Atlanta Rovers FC welcoming Dalton United FC. Dalton United falling down from the first spot last week with their loss to Atlanta United Academy. SSL FC with their win tonight, clearly in the lead at 15 points. Potros sitting at 12. Nobody really changed last night with a 2-2 win with Kalanji Pro Profile and Los Tigres Club the Strongest. So we're sitting basically where we were at the beginning of this weekend. The only difference is the fact that SSL is up to 15 points. Look at the lineups for today's match. Dalton United, Coach Rodriguez setting up the 3-5-2 as always. Keep an eye on number 7, Fernando Guerrero. He was the Golden Boot winner in the spring. See if he can catch up to the rest of the pack and get back up on top. We look at Coach Louis' Atlanta Rovers setup, traditional 4-3-3. No Akini James today. One of the things to keep an eye on in the midfield, Augusto Del Rio is back there with Rockamora and Montero. So keep an eye on that. Look for their top goal scorer, Goku Perez. See if he can get on the sheet today. Beautiful match today here at the beautiful brand new Ellenwood, Georgia facility at Morrow High School. 76 degrees, 13-mile-an-hour winds. Absolutely gorgeous day for soccer. Dalton United is going to get us underway. They are in their traditional white and red kits. They're going to be moving from right to left. And Rovers, they are going to be in their new blue tops and black shorts. They're going to be moving left to right. And I can already see there is a change to that starting lineup. They had Hernandez listed for the match for the Rovers. He's been a late scratch, and it's going to be Akini James, number 7, is going to be taking that spot. He has really come on in these couple matches that he's been able to play for him. Didn't score anything last week. We'll see if he can this week. Dalton taking their time, moving the ball around. Frere sends it out. And that one's going to roll out, and it is going to be a throw for the Rovers. Like I said, Rovers, they're score, or their record right now is 2-2-1. Also, we always like to say, keep in mind that one of those draws that they have on the board, that is a match that still needs to be finished. We had week 1 here at Steel Road Stadium, ended at halftime 1-1 with Legends FC due to an absolute deluge of rain. So that match still needs 45 minutes to be played to call it official. Not going to be scheduled until late in the season. So we're still waiting to see if the Rovers are going to keep that point. Are they going to increase to 3 points? We'll find out. Dalton United, they come in with a 3-0-1 record. Like we said, they lost to Atlanta United Academy 2-1 in a match that they had a penalty they felt that was a little soft, but in the end, a penalty nonetheless, and that is where we're at. So we are just moving the ball around Dalton United, looking for somewhere to go. Going all the way back to the keeper. Over to Saldana. He goes back. Sent forward, but Akini's going to be offsides. Absolutely gorgeous facility here at Steel Road Stadium, this new Morrow High School. Back in play. Sent forward, but easily controlled by Jay White. He goes back to Valdivinos. He goes back over to Kaitan, who goes back. Del Rio. It'll be a goal kick for Atlanta Rovers. Del Rio just coming back to the Rovers squad. They had a few players that came back to the squad from a situation with another club, but that's okay. Able to get back underway and continue their fall seasons. Just in the 4th minute of this match. Sent long out by Valdivinos. Headed forward, but gotten under control. Lose possession in the midfield. Dalton moving up that right-hand flank. Herrera over there working hard, but loses possession. Rockamora goes back to Kaitan. Switching it over to Rennie Mathias, who goes over to Lopez. Little bit of a mistake. Valdivinos, and that's an easy goal. Absolutely as calm as you would like it for Dalton United. Put it on a plate for them. Take a look at this transaction. An absolute mistake by Lopez trying to get it over to Rockamora. Rockamora was not prepared for that and just easily put it away for Dalton United. 1-0. That was a massive, massive mistake. Dalton United is not a team that you need to give them gifts like that, because they will take them every time. Dalton United feel like they were really wronged with that loss last week to Atlanta United Academy. I was expecting them to come out with serious gust to put some on the board, and we're already in the 6th minute and it's 1-0 Dalton United. Dalton United having to make the trek down 75 to come all the way down here to Ellenwood, Georgia. It's still early in the match. Atlanta Rovers can make up that mistake. Back to Lopez. He's trying to switch it. Able to get it all the way across. Back to White. He goes to Da Silva. Nice little handoff from Goku. Nice little flick by Goku, but not able to control that. It goes out. It'll be a throw for Dalton United. Another change in that late minute scratch for Rovers. Da Silva, number 23. We'll see if we can see who replaced him. High line leads to offsides. Just right at the edge of the center circle. Another switch attempt by Dalton, trying to get it up to Lopez over there. He's able to get a flick on it, but I believe it was out. Yes, it was out. It'll be a throw for Dalton. Yeah, it does appear that Da Silva took the place of number 8, Montero. I don't see him out there at the moment. See if I can find him. That's okay. 9 minutes into the match. And it is 1-0 Dalton United over Atlanta Rovers. Like I said, last match for Dalton United was that it's going to be a corner. It did go. They did get the call there from the AR saying that the ball did go over the line, so it will be a corner for Dalton United. This will be the first corner of the day. This is setting up to be an in-swinger. Center official just getting those 10 yards to make sure that they're done. Christopher Haggerty doing a great job. Here comes that in-swinger. Cleared away by Jay White. And that'll be a throw for Dalton United. As I was saying, Dalton United, their last match was a 1-2 loss to Atlanta United. Last match for Atlanta Rovers was a 2-3 loss to Kalanji Pro Profile. So both teams looking to get back on top in this fall season. Both of them clearly in the hunt for the playoffs. Top 7 teams from the regular season move on to the playoffs here in the Georgia division. Here comes a nice long throw for Dalton United. Cleared away by White. Up to James. James able to control it for a moment. But Dalton clear it and send it forward. And we're just going back and forth at the moment. Now able to control it. Nice step around 2 players. Valenciano. Back to Saldana. Saldana goes all the way back to Frere. Rockamora controlled that for a moment, but just too much pace on it, and it goes back to Dalton. Kaitan going over to Lopez. Rockamora being hard challenged there. Sent forward. Perez, he goes to Lopez. who goes over to Del Rio. Del Rio goes to De Silva. Back to Del Rio. It is, in fact, Montero who took a seat for De Silva. So a couple last-minute changes from Coach Louis for Atlanta Rovers, seeing if they can get a little good firepower. This is going to be a free kick from 40 yards out. Not the closest that you would expect for a shot, but it is plenty of space to get the ball up and over that one-man wall. Expect a lob into the box. Here we come. Headed away by Dalton and cleared. Valenciano got a head on it, and then it was cleared away. Now here comes another attack, sending the ball over to the left-hand side, but that ball just too far forward for De Silva to get to it, and it's going to be a throw for Dalton United. Sent forward. Not able to control it to go out for a Rovers throw. James trying to make the turn. He's able to get around one, moving central. Shot taken. Saved by the keeper, but not able to control it. Goes back into the path. James tried to take a fancy shot. Missed it. He tried to get a little acrobatic there. Wasn't able to control it. He's back into control. He takes a shot at the keeper again. Again, the keeper not able to control the ball, but he's able to get it on the second bounce before White could get there. Keeper's going to need to control that ball a little bit better if he wants to keep it out of the net. Dalton United, their next 4 games are going to be all at home. That's going to be a foul on Jay White, I believe. I think that is a foul before it went out for a throw. Center's going to have a little conversation with the Dalton player, just asking to be a little more subdued with those hard challenges. Next 4 weeks, Dalton welcomes Potros FC, then SSL, then Los Tigres, and then it's going to be the Dalton Derby. Dalton United versus North Georgia United on October 28th. That's going to be a fun one to watch. Back to Valdivinos. Rennie gives it back to him. He switches it over to the left-hand side with Kaitan. Trying to work up that left line. They lose possession in the midfield. Good step by Valenciano to gain possession, but gives it right back to the Rovers, and Rovers get us back underway. 15 minutes in. Again, the 6th minute goal for Dalton United on an absolute bumble by Lopez, sending the ball right across the goal, and calm as you'd like it, Dalton put it away for the goal. Foul on committed there by Del Rio against Valenciano. Rovers' next 3 matches, they're away to Birmingham, home to Potros, and Los Tigres Club the Strongest. Del Rio earns possession for Rovers, but they are just kind of going back and forth here in the third of Rovers. Dalton come away with it. Challenge there in the midfield. No foul called. We're still playing. Valenciano paused there for a minute, thinking that he was going to get a call on that challenge, but no call from the center official. We play on. Sending it forward. He's on. Herrera. Ball taken off of him by Rovers. They send it forward, but easily controlled by Valenciano for Dalton. They're back on the attack. Sent long forward, but Valdivinos able to be there and grab that ball to send it out quickly. The majority of Dalton United squad sitting over on the Rover side, just controlling possession right now. Rovers have got to find a solution to get back on track. 18th minute. Dalton United controlling this match. Not able to control it completely, but Perez is able to get it back to Rockamora. White deflects that off a Dalton player. It'll be a throw for the Rovers. Quickly taken. Trying to turn around the Dalton player, not going to do so, but I believe they're going to call a handball. It's about 34 yards out, all the way over on the far side. Swung into the box. Straight up in the air by Dalton. Bit of a high boot. Not called. Shot taken there, but saved. Shot taken by Lopez. Easily saved by the keeper. Dalton move forward again. Sent long to Hutanda. He's able to move down the line. Able to keep it in. Over to Herrera. He slides it over to Hernandez. He's trying to find his way into the box. He's able to get around White, but he's not able to control it enough. But it does go out for another corner for Dalton United, that second of the day. The AR. That was Brendan Donovan with the call. Davis Reeds, the other AR, and Claire Martinez, our fourth official, along with Christopher Haggerty. It's going to be an in-swinger. Headed away by Rennie, and it'll be a throw for Dalton United far in the final third of Rovers. Here comes the throw. Headed down and in for the Rovers. Beautiful goal. Another one for Dalton United. Like they is just another day at the office. Take a look at this, folks. Long throw into the far post. And just calm as you'd like it over Jay White. Nothing that the Rovers can do, and it is 2-1 Dalton United. They are making it look easy. Rovers get us started again. White just didn't mark up the Dalton player on that far post, and it was just a simple header, and nothing Valdivinos could do about that. Dalton really feeling it here. 22 minutes now. And that's going to be a goal kick. Close to being a corner because the Rovers players just moving at a very slow pace. Dalton just looked to be on another level right now. Rovers trying to catch up. That pass just didn't get through. Valenciano easily able to control it for Dalton and get them moving back forward. Valenciano goes over to Saldana. He goes over to Hutada. He tried to go around Lopez. It's going to be a foul on Lopez. Saldana gets us going again. Trying to make a major switch, go out for a throw for the Rovers. Fourth official, or the AR and the center official having a conversation about something. I think that was from that last little play. Just Matthews. Got this. Rennie sends it forward. And then that's going to go out. Lopez. Rockamora. De Silva. He tries to... James thought he was going to somebody over on the left-hand side. He steps out of the way, and it goes right into Dalton's possession. You can see Rovers are just all out of sync, and there you go. It's going to be offsides, though, for Guerrero. Right, that was a high line trap by Rovers. Caught Fernando Guerrero offsides, but he was off by just millimeters. Lopez went back to Rockamora, who goes over to Rennie. Rennie was trying to pass it to White, but easily cut off by Dalton United. Now here they come. Attack again. Moving it out to the right-hand side. White's able to get there. Lose possession. No foul committed on De Silva. That ball, trying to pass it back to Valenciano, but right into the path of center official. He's going to set the ball down, and we're going to get back underway. And we're back underway. Valenciano, he's sending it forward. Go right back to him. Hutada trying a little bit of a give and go there, not able to. Lopez, he's going back to Valdivino so that he can clear it. The press by Dalton is just on par right now. Lose possession, but they give it right back, does Rovers. De Silva, he sends it long. I think it may come down, and here's a chance by Perez. Goku, he sends it into the box over the top of James. De Silva tried to take a shot. He wasn't able to control it. I really feel like, and here's a long shot, but grabbed by the keeper. I think it comes down to Rovers. They brought in those players that have been away and put them right into the starting lineup, and I think that's starting to cause a problem with the communication. Trying to figure out what the problem is with the center official. We have some sort of an injury. One of the Dalton players is down, injured. Center official's having a conversation with De Silva. I think it might have been a hard challenge on the ankle. Trying to see who that is that's on the ground. That is number 19 or number 9? Number 9. That is Villatoro. And it looks like they may, or he's coming over to the sidelines. We'll see if he is going to get subbed or not. He's just going to have to come over since the trainer came onto the pitch. He's got to come to center before he can come back in, if he does. But I'm going to see. It could potentially, he may have been subbed completely. We'll see. Going to get back underway. Ball's in possession with the keeper. And he sends it long. Right there in the midfield, lost. Rovers trying to get it forward. Sent long, headed forward. Cleared away, Valenciano. And it's cleared out by Saldana. Rocamora. Del Rio. Lopez. Del Rio. Rocamora and Lopez just moving the ball around between the three of them. Good pressure by Dalton, but they called for the foul. And a yellow card is going to be issued to Guerrero for that challenge. Coach Rodriguez asking the center official about that challenge on that wasn't Villatoro, that was Perez, number 19, who had that hard challenge. That had to come off for a moment for Dalton. We'll see if he's back on the pitch. I don't see him. "30 minutes into this match, Dalton United 2, Atlanta Rovers FC 0 here at Steel Road Stadium in Ellenwood, Georgia. Larry Weaver here bringing you all the coverage for Atlanta Soccer Media Group. Thank you for coming along with us. If you like what we do, always like and subscribe. Try to bring you all the coverage for the UPSL Georgia Conference and all those around the Southeast region. Del Rio gets it up to Perez, but Perez loses it to Valenciano. He's just controlling that midfield. That ball goes out. It'll be a throw for Dalton. Yes, indeed. Perez's day is done from that challenge. He is on the bench. I'll see if I can find out who replaced him. Rovers back in possession. Looks like he was replaced by number 6, Jorge Herrera. Sent over to the left-hand side, controlled. Hernandez, he sends it back to Valenciano, who gives it back to the back line and sends it forward. 32 minutes in. Absolutely all Dalton United so far, these first 32 minutes. Over the top, foul going to be committed. James with the foul. Quickly back under control. Hernandez sending it forward, but loses Jorge Herrera. He's trying to send it forward, and he lost possession. The captain, Rennie, he goes over to Kaitan. Back to Rennie. Over to Kaitan. Sent long, but out for a throw for Dalton United. Like we said, today is an absolute glorious day for soccer. 79 degrees, feels like 82 here in Ellenwood, Georgia. 9-mile-an-hour winds. You couldn't ask for a better day. Just a little bit of cloud cover. No rain expected for quite some time here in the Georgia area. And we're going to get a yellow card issued for dissent for Da Silva. Center ref Haggerty not putting up with any silly business with the players. He always controls a tight ship. Back underway, Valenciano. Back to the keeper. He sends it forward. Not able to control it in the center circle. Rovers. Rovers having a hard time in Dalton's third. Get anything moving forward. Rockamora has to go back to Lopez. He switches it all the way across to Kaitan. To White. White sends it forward, but not able to get it in the path of James. James with the pressure. Del Rio, excuse me. And that's going to be foul committed on Dalton. White, he steps off of the ball, let Del Rio take it. White goes back to Kaitan. And Rennie moves to space. Sends it long. Da Silva. Up to White. He sends it long. James again. These teams in the Georgia Conference, they know the quality of player that is Akini James. And as soon as that ball starts to move forward to him, he's closed down by one or two players. And you see here another conversation with Dalton. A foul committed. Guerrero has to be careful. He's already on a yellow. And he's calling him for after the pass, taking a kick at the player. He's telling everyone to calm down. Like I said, he controls a tight ship. This ball is going to go all the way back to about 46 yards. It's just about 4 yards away from center circle, so it's going to be a long lob towards the box. Cleared away by Dalton. Going to be a foul on White. An update on another match around the area in the U.S. Open Cup qualifying rounds. Kalanji Pro Profile is taking on Terminus FC. Kalanji is currently, the match is over. Final score was Kalanji Pro Profile 4, Terminus 0. Coach Rodriguez is now getting a yellow card for his dissent. And we're back underway. That is, I believe, the third yellow of the match. De Silva, he's trying to find his way around players. Shot taken, grabbed by the keeper. It's the first real attempt on the goal in some time for Atlanta Rovers. They just need to get some action going forward. Long ball cleared away by the keeper. Goes all the way back to Kaitan. Did not call that little bit of a challenge from Guerrero on Kaitan. It'll be a throw for Dalton. Saldana coming up to take that throw. And he takes it quickly. Rovers are able to keep control. Deflect it off of Guerrero. It'll be a throw for the Rovers. 39 minutes we're entering. Two other matches going on this afternoon in the Premier Division in the Georgia Conference. 3 o'clock, we have two matches at the same time. Potros FC versus Atlanta United Academy. And Vino Tinto Atlanta is taking on Atlanta City FC. See if Potros can maintain the record with SSL at the top of the table. James not able to control that ball. Taken off by Villalobos. That ball goes out. It'll be a throw for the Rovers. White takes it quickly. Rockamora and White. Back to Kaitan. He's got to go over to Rennie. Del Rio. Augusta Del Rio's been on several different clubs here in the Georgia Conference the last few years. Solid midfielder. Long ball forward. Couldn't get it to the player. Dalton control it, but it is knocked out by the Rovers. Will be a throw for Dalton. Long throw. All the way across to Hutada. Nice give and go from Valenciano, but not able to get there. And Rennie just sees it out for a goal kick. Rennie just making his way up the pitch. Goes over to Kaitan. Back to Rennie. Del Rio. Lopez. He goes long. Able to get it to James. He works around one man. He's going to take the shot. Oh, just a little too much gust on that one. Over the bar, out for a goal kick. Really the first shot on goal from James. You take a look at this as James moves forward. Steps around the defender. Takes it with his left, but just a little too much on it, and it's easily out for a goal kick. Cleared forward. Controlled by Rovers now. Rockamora. White. Have to go all the way back to Kaitan. De Silva. Give and go with Del Rio. Circles around Dalton. Has to go back to Lopez. Perez and Del Rio now. De Silva. Del Rio. Del Rio moving forward. James. Cleared away by the defense of Dalton United. This is the second go around for James and Del Rio playing together. They were previously team members over at Seas United many seasons ago. Lopez with a long throw, but he's going to call him for stepping over the line. It'd be a foot foul and a throw for Dalton United. It's one of the things that you expect to see more and more over the course of the next, I would see in the next season or two, is calling these foot fouls. It's a foul that is not called enough, in my opinion. They allow players with severely improper, and that's, he came almost 20 yards forward with that throw. White. De Silva slides it over to Perez, not able to make it to him. Hutada. Hernandez loses possession and immediately gets on him for that. James trying to make his way around two defenders. Lifts it into the box. Goal kick. Yeah, it's hard to see on the sideline from up here in the booth. It's not the yellow line that is the touch line. It is a blue line, which is really hard to see, and it's even harder for the players to see. In the 90th minute, or 45th minute, excuse me, why did I say 90? 45th minute, and we're going to have 5 minutes of stoppage time here. Foul committed. Back underway. Herrera. Rotada goes to Hernandez, and he went back around. James has an opportunity. Can he get around the defender? He does. Defender's trying to hold him back. He's making a way around three defenders, and he's going to get called for the penalty on that. Have to call it. They were all over James. Yellow card going to be issued to number 23. That is got to be the call. You have to look at the replay on this. James had an absolute break on the goal. You see him. He moves around number 18, coming back, defending with number 9, and then number 23 holding him back. Going to be a penalty. The penalty is going to be on number 23, Saldana. You had Trying to see if I can, all the different players. You had number 18, Villalobos on him. He's able to get around him. Then you had number 9, Villatoro trying to hold him back. And then finally, it was number 23, Saldana, with the final foul that leads to this penalty. This is what Rovers need to get back into this match. And put away by the captain, Rennie, for the goal. It's now 2-1. Atlanta Rovers and Dalton United. Dalton came out with those first 2 goals in the first 20 minutes. Now here at the beginning of stoppage time, penalty, and Rennie puts it away. 2-1. Dalton United on top of Atlanta Rovers, but they are starting to get back into this match. Dalton get us back underway. Like I said, 5 minutes of stoppage time. Probably see a little bit of an extension. You see center official getting caught in the line of that pass. Going to be called back for a drop ball. Has to be a drop ball, not a... Can't just set it down and go. Back underway. Saldana goes across to Villatoro. He goes long, but Valdivinos is able to control that. Forward. That's the first real good positive play by James. He had an absolute break on the goal, was able to get around those 3 center backs, earn that penalty. That ball's out for a Rovers throw. Trying to hold on the ball and trying to delay is number 18. He's going to get a yellow for that little Villalobos. So yellows being handed around to almost all of the defensive line. And now another yellow. This one going to be on the assistant for Dalton United. They are just having just yellows galore. That's the 5th yellow. That ball sent long but thrown straight out. De Silva for Rovers with a yellow. Dalton United with 5 yellows. Both the head coach and assistant coach with yellows. Rovers receive that ball out from the keeper, or it's actually the defender that sent it away on that goal kick. Ball sent forward. Herrera. Stepped by, shot taken, over the bar. And that is going to be time for the first half. We'll take a look at that last shot on goal before we step away at halftime. You can see here, receives the ball over on that right-hand side. He decides, works it around the defense. Valenciano, he takes the shot, and it's well over the bar. But that is going to do it for the first 45 here at Steel Road Stadium. 2-1, Dalton United over Atlanta Rovers. We'll be back in a few minutes for the second half. Don't go away. We'll see you in a few moments.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures!
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Who goes over to Lopez. A little bit of a mistake. Valdivinos, and that's an easy goal. Here comes the throw. Headed down and in for the Rovers. Beautiful goal. That is, I believe, the third yellow of the match. De Silva. He's trying to find his way around players. Shot taken, grabbed by the keeper. Able to get it to James. He works around one man. He's going to take the shot. Oh, just a little. Has an opportunity. Can he get it around the defender? He does. Defender's trying to hold him back. He's making a way around three defenders, and he's going to get called for the penalty on. And put away. Stepped by. Shot taken. Over the bar. Rennie Mathias, who goes over to Lopez. A little bit of a mistake. Valdivinos, and that's an easy goal. Here comes the throw. Headed down and in for the Rovers. Beautiful goal. That is, I believe, the third yellow of the match. De Silva. He's trying to find his way around players. Shot taken, grabbed by the keeper. Able to get it to James. He works around one man. He's going to take the shot. Oh, just a little. Here comes the throw. Headed down and in for the Rovers. Beautiful goal. That is, I believe, the third yellow of the match. De Silva. He's trying to find his way around players. Shot taken, grabbed by the keeper. Able to get it to James. He works around one man. He's going to take the shot. Oh, just a little. Has an opportunity. Can he get it around the defender? He does. Defender's trying to hold him back. He's making a way around three defenders, and he's going to get called for the penalty on. And put away. Stepped by. Shot taken. Over the bar. Rennie Mathias, who goes over to Lopez. A little bit of a mistake. Valdivinos, and that's an easy goal. Here comes the throw. Headed down and in for the Rovers. Beautiful goal. That is, I believe, the third yellow of the match. De Silva, he's trying to find his way around players. Shot taken, grabbed by the keeper. Able to get it to James. He works around one man. He's going to take the shot. Oh, just a little. Has an opportunity. Can he get it around the defender? He does. Defender's trying to hold him back. He's making a way around three defenders, and he's going to get called for the penalty on. And put away. Stepped by. Shot taken. Over the bar. Rennie Mathias, who goes over to Lopez. A little bit of a mistake. Valdivinos, and that's an easy goal. Here comes the throw. Headed down and in for the Rovers. Beautiful goal. That is, I believe, the third yellow of the match. De Silva, he's trying to find his way around players. Shot taken, grabbed by the keeper. Able to get it to James. He works around one man. He's going to take the shot. Oh, just a little. Has an opportunity. Can he get it around the defender? He does. Defender's trying to hold him back. He's making a way around three defenders, and he's going to get called for the penalty on. And put away. Stepped by. Shot taken. Over the bar. goes over to Lopez. A little bit of a mistake. Valdivinos, and that's an easy goal. Here comes the throw. Headed down and in for the Rovers. Beautiful goal. That is, I believe, the third yellow of the match. De Silva, he's trying to find his way around players. Shot taken, grabbed by the keeper. Able to get it to James. He works around one man. He's going to take the shot. Oh, just a little. Has an opportunity. Can he get around the defender? He does. Defender's trying to hold him back. He's making a way around three defenders, and he's going to get called for the penalty on. And put away. Stepped by. Shot taken over the bar. Rennie Mathias, who goes over to Lopez. A little bit of a mistake. Valdivinos, and that's an easy goal. Here comes the throw. Headed down and in for the Rovers. Beautiful goal. That is, I believe, the third yellow of the match. De Silva, he's trying to find his way around players. Shot taken, grabbed by the keeper. Able to get it to James. He works around one man. He's going to take the shot. Oh, just a little. Has an opportunity. Can he get around the defender? He does. Defender's trying to hold him back. He's making a way around three defenders, and he's going to get called for the penalty on. And put away. Stepped by. Shot taken over the bar. And welcome back to Steel Road Stadium here in Ellenwood, Georgia. This UPSL Georgia Premier Division match. Dalton United 2, Atlanta Rovers 1. Absolutely gorgeous day. Been a just Dalton United taking away those first 20 minutes, owning the match with those first two goals. Atlanta Rovers not scoring a goal until that penalty late in the match, early in stoppage. You saw that on the highlights during halftime. Larry Weaver here bringing you all the coverage of this match. Just about to get underway. Atlanta Rovers are going to be getting us underway in this second half. Again, Atlanta Rovers in their dark blue kits with black shorts, moving from right to left. Dalton United in their traditional white and red kits. They're moving from left to right. Both of these teams, as we said in the first half, coming off of losses. Dalton United losing to Atlanta United. Rovers losing to Kalanji Pro Profile. So both of them need to get back in the winning motion. Both of them are in the playoff hunt. A lot of yellows issued for Dalton United in that first half, including both head coach and assistant coach for their dissent. 2 of the 3 center backs with yellow cards. The last one issued to Saldana for that challenge on James that led to the penalty for Atlanta Rovers. We are underway. Second half. here at Steel Road Stadium. Can Atlanta Rovers get back in a draw or possibly over, or can Dalton United see this out for another win? Foul going to be committed early by Dalton. You really felt like those first 45 Atlanta Rovers were playing more as individuals than in a tight, cohesive unit. Dalton United played together for so long. Very tight group. De Silva, he sends it long. We'll see if that can change. It's going to be a foul committed on Dalton. They're going to get possession right in the middle of the box. Dalton United really adding to their trophy case these last few seasons. Their first season with Division I winning, getting promoted last season. Their first season in Premier winning, moving on to the playoffs, winning the playoffs, going into the national playoffs, losing to Tennessee Tempo, but learned a lot, I'm sure, and they want to give it another try. Long throw in for Dalton. And that ball's knocked out. Will be another throw for Dalton. Valenciano had a great first 45, really controlled the pace in that midfield for Dalton. Over to Villatoro. He sends it long. But lose control, Rennie does. That ball gets sent forward. Jay White's able to clear it out. It'll be a throw. Mistake there by Rennie, but cleaned up by the rest of the squad. But it will be a throw for Dalton. Expect a long throw. They do this really well. We've seen this on occasion after occasion. In that playoff final against Atlanta United, you saw that throw come into place. You saw it come in earlier today in that second goal. Here comes another long one from Saldana. Down on the pitch. It's going to go back to the throw. That second goal by Hernandez. He was all alone on that far post. Jay White did not mark him up, and he just made it look simple. Saldana's going to give it another try. Valenciano was the player that was knocked over. Center official telling Coach Rodriguez to get back into his area. Here comes Saldana. This time low. Saldana lifting it into the box, headed up in the air by Kaitan, or I was Lopez. De Silva. Sent forward. James not able to control it. Goes out. Like I said, there's a blue line down there that is the in line, and it is almost impossible to see. At least from up here in the booth. All the way back. Dalton on the attack. Rennie, he cuts that pass off. Here's a turn by De Silva. White. Just a bad hospital pass forward. Now here comes the attack again for Herrera. He takes a shot, saved by Valdivinos. Good save. Will be another corner And you can see Kaitan, he goes down, going to be looked at. While he's getting looked at, we'll take a look at that save. You can see this nice ball by Grimaldo sent forward to Herrera. He takes the shot and saved. Kaitan, he has been working back there overtime on that back line for the Rovers. I think he feels like his day might be done. He does not look happy. Just waiting for staff to get over to him. Yeah, you can see immediately coming up limp. He's going to come off the back line. Looks like it could be a hamstring. It looks like number 24 is going to replace him. High in the air. Cleared away. (24) El Khalil is the player. And here's an opportunity for dipped over, kept off the line. James almost made it 2. Shot taken, and there's the goal. Absolute for De Silva. There's the goal that the Rovers were needing, and it's 2-2. Let's take a look at that, folks. That ball, mistake. And we'll have to go back and even see it because you see De Silva works around the 2 defenders, and he puts it in the back of the net. But we can go back and we can look even a little bit stepped farther back with what James did before. That mistake by the defender, James controls it, tries to dip it over, saved at the end by Villatoro, and then De Silva makes it around, and then he scored the ball. So it is now 2-2, Rovers and Dalton. Here's a chance by Dalton quickly, but controlled by Valdivinos. That was, now we have 2 goals on, goal on either side, both mistakes by defenders. Two to 2. Rovers feeling very confident now. Those first 30 or so minutes, they were really off the mark. But they've come into this match. Villatoro is going to get us back underway. James not on the board, but he's definitely been shot taken. What a save there by Valdivinos. It's going to be a corner for Dalton. Another corner for Dalton. So far, only 3. No corners so far for the Rovers. We'll take a look at that shot in just a moment. That shot taken by number 10, Herrera. As I was just mentioning about the fact that James may not have scored 2 goals, but he's been a part leading up to those 2 goals, earning the penalty and then taking that shot which led to the goal by De Silva. In-swinger. Back across goal, but cut off by Del Rio, and he sends it out. Sent forward, could not get it past Villatoro. Rockamora was trying to slot that ball through. White. Rockamora. He goes down. Be a foul. Give it a chance to look at that chance just a second ago by Herrera. See this ball on the line. He sends it across. Herrera, he takes that shot. And great save by Valdivinos. Now White on the ball. Moving forward. Rockamora. De Silva. Rockamora. Foul. Again, thank you for watching this UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. Atlanta Rovers FC, Dalton United FC, Steel Road Stadium, Ellenwood, Georgia. De Silva gets us back underway. Cleared out by Dalton. Kept in by the Rovers. Sent into the box. James almost that time with a flick of the head gets it on frame. He was just off by inches. We'll take a look at that challenge. And you see here, sent forward, flicked on, and he just was off by a slight mark, an inch or two with the angle, and that could have been easily in the back of the net. Nothing that the keeper for Dalton would have been able to do there. That was a great ball forward from Lopez to James. Back underway. Lopez sends it long. De Silva. There's a through ball for James. He called it. Makes the turn. The runner, Del Rio, he takes the shot. Oh, that one just over the bar. Be a goal kick. That one was another good chance by the Rovers. We'll take a look at it as they're getting ready to get back underway. James, he called for that ball, slides it across. Del Rio on the run. He takes this shot with his left, and he pulls it over the bar. Back underway. Rovers really feeling confident these last 10 minutes of the match. Oh, that ball was almost a beautiful through ball. Caught off at the last second by Saldana. Dalton, Valenciano, he sends it forward. Herrera deflected. He had that put on a plate for him, but he just shoots it right into the backside of the Rovers defender. That's going to be a foul on James, just pushing off on Villalobos. James and these defenders for Dalton have been in a battle all afternoon. Pressure by the Rovers. Able to get it over to Villatoro, to Villalobos. He clears it forward. White heads it forward. Herrera. Deflected by White. Loses possession. Now sent forward. Herrera. Shot taken, and it's going to be wide by Jorge Herrera. Another great opportunity for Dalton. These are back and forth attempts by both teams. Take a look here. Out on the outside. Gives it back to Jorge Herrera. He takes the shot, one-timed. Just didn't have it on frame. Sent forward and just cleared out by Villatoro. And he is going to earn a yellow card. Center official clearing off the Rovers players. He had it under control. He clearly yellow card. Now yellow cards are issued to all three center backs for Dalton United. He clearly took out the Rovers player. Valenciano trying to control the Dalton United squad, as they definitely giving the center official an earful. Jay White just coming over to get a little bit of water. Talking to De Silva. In that challenge, Villatoro has a cut on the forehead, trying to settle that. Both squads, you can see center official having the conversation. It was a head shot from both sides. Got to make sure that there's no blood. Jay White looks to be okay, but Villatoro, he's gonna have to be patched up before he's gonna be allowed back onto the pitch. Coach Alui, he is doing double duty for the Rovers, not only as the coach but also filling the trainer role at the moment. He is trying to get a little bit of gauze wrap around Villatoro so that he can stay on the pitch. It's good to see some smiles there after the definite, anger that was coming from Coach Rodriguez in that first half, really giving it to the center official. Center official just clearing some. They're going to do a restart. I can hear the coach, hearing center saying, you expect it's going to probably be a somewhat lengthy stoppage time with this stoppage. It's only, I would expect maybe 4 to 5 minutes of stoppage at the end of this. There was 4 minutes. Originally they said 5, but it was 4 minutes of stoppage in the first half. Probably going to be the same now with this. And we also had the injury with Kaitan as well. They're going to go ahead and let him back on after all the cleanup. Good to see that Villatoro is doing okay, and we're back underway here at Steel Road Stadium. Lopez makes it around Dalton. He sends it forward, but just too slow to get it to De Silva. He slips as he was trying to hold up his run. Valenciano lifts it forward, but he's going to be offsides. (22) Grimaldo was offsides. De Silva slots it again to James. Instantly with 2 men on him. Silva takes a shot, saved by the keeper. Again, the keeper not able to control the ball on first take. Has to clean up that and gain control before James could get there. Dangerous, dangerous play by the keeper. Giving James an opportunity. Rockamora. Lopez switching it up. Slots it through to De Silva. He did not get called. Taken down, but he got the ball. Center official says he got the ball. It looked like he was offsides, originally right in front of the Rovers bench as they main control. Rockamora, little flick there by Goku Perez, but he's not able to get it to a teammate. We'll take a look at that challenge here in a second and see for ourselves if we think that that was a penalty. I don't think it was, looking up from the booth, but we'll take another look. Step forward. And here's a chance for Dalton. Cleared by Lopez. Wins ball. And Valdivinos clears it out. Del Rio, he gets it forward to Perez, but Perez loses it. That ball cleared. De Silva, he's able to cut that pass off, but loses it in the midfield. Sent long. Good battle back and forth by both squads. Both of them really on the front foot right now. That ball lifted high and long, and it'll go out. That gives us a chance to look at that challenge. You see this ball. Perez slides it to De Silva, and yes, that intent. You could see De Silva was waiting for that contact to go down. And then we'll take another look. It looks like we have a substitute. Yes. Rockamora's day is done, and 14 is coming on, which gives us a chance to look at that challenge on the other side from Lopez. You can see, nice hard slide tackle, but he had the ball, earned it, fought off Hutada, and then back underway here. Sent all the way out. Number 14 is Corey Hart, who came in for Rockamora. Lost possession in the midfield. Del Rio earns it back, but gives it right back to Dalton. Rovers get it back and then give it right back. This time Villatoro. Del Rio, Lopez sends it long. De Silva not able to get there. Center circle. Back to Valenciano. Sends long. Rennie cuts it off. And shields it so that Valdivinos can get there. Just going back and forth right now these last 5 minutes. Here's a chance. Number 4, Tony Baza. He had an opportunity there. Here's Baza again. He sends it in, cleared away. It'll be controlled there by Perez. Foul, I believe, or it's going to be, yeah, I think it's a foul. And we go forward. Villatoro. Hernandez. Oh, here's a break for Dalton. Hutada. And that is a easy goal for Hutada. Dalton United. They get back on the top 3-2. Let's see this goal for Hutada. Just a through ball. Both the defenders caught flat-footed, makes it around Valdivinos, puts it in the back of the net, and that is just a perfect goal for Dalton United. They go back on top 3-2. Hurtado with a absolutely gem of a goal. And that pass through, have to watch it again, was just a perfect ball. We'll take a look at it one more time as they're getting lined up. Look at that ball through from Herrera. Hurtado just able to get around Valdivinos, and that was just perfect. Caught the defensive line absolutely asleep at the wheel. Lopez trying to get it forward now. It's 3-2. 3-2. Scoreboard trying to give an extra goal. Doesn't need to. 3-2. Foul going to be committed there on Baza. Goku Perez, or that is number 17. Alayazami is the one that received that yellow. And another substitute for Dalton United. When you knew that this day would come, substituting on number 14, Max Clare, the one-time center back and captain for this Atlanta Rovers squad. Off-season moving up to Dalton United. You knew it was a matter of time before they would see each other again. He sends it long. He took the place of Villalobos. Atlanta Rovers with possession. Rennie. Lopez. White sends it forward. And a foul going to be committed by Max on James. Coming back to have a conversation. Center official just making sure he understands what reason he called it. He just came into the match. So he has to get caught up with where we're going with this match and how the shape of it is. And you see the fourth official having a conversation with center. Del Rio is going to get us started with this free kick. It'll be sent into the box. Cleared away for a second. Alayazami was going for it, but just couldn't control it with enough. And here comes more substitutes. This time, number 32 is coming on. He is going to replace Perez. Long throw by White, straight up in the air by Dalton. And cleared away for a minute, but it will be another throw. And looking at the roster that I received before the match, I do not have a 32 on it, so I cannot tell you who that was that came on for the Rovers. Throw in by White. Controlled by the keeper. Again, 76 minute, we're entering 3-2 Dalton United over Atlanta Rovers FC. UPSL Georgia Premier Division action, week 6. Next week is mid-season for the Premier Division. Here's an opportunity. Herrera, shot taken. That is a fantastic goal for Dalton United. Another small mistake by Atlanta Rovers leads to yet again another goal for Dalton United. Take a look at this opportunity. All he needed was one touch. Ball sent forward, tapped by the defender, and Herrera puts it away. It is 4-2. Now the scoreboard has caught up. It was a soothsayer and predicted that fourth goal. Here comes another substitute on, number 20. Reynoso is finally coming on to the pitch. Newly entered number 32 being taken off the ball and earns a goal kick for Dalton United. So we started this half 2-1 for Dalton United. Atlanta Rovers tied the score up, and now 2 unanswered goals from Dalton United, and we're back to 4-2. And that's a hard challenge by number 17, Zami, onto Dalton. It is surprising that he's not given a yellow for that challenge. It was a bit cynical. The Dalton player saying, you know, yeah, and you can hear the staff saying that should have been a yellow card as well on Herrera. 17, he's having a conversation with the player, and he is a yellow, and that is a red card for Zami. He hasn't been on the pitch that long, and he's already sent to the showers. Zami disagreeing. There's nothing you could do about that. That was clearly a yellow card. He cynically took down Herrera, and that is absolutely great officiating by Christopher Haggerty, making the right call. Red card for Atlanta Rovers. They're going to have to play the remainder of these 12 minutes plus stoppage time down a man. Dalton United have really been doing well. And of course, you see White having a conversation with the center, and the center is showing him he has called this down the middle, an absolute perfect call. Dalton has had multiple yellow cards, 5 yellow cards in the first half. He has called this down the middle. You can't say that he's favored anybody. He's been firm and fair. One of our better center officials in the Georgia Conference. Hutanda is going to send this ball in. 3-man wall. Bounced, and Valdivinos is able to grab it and sends it forward. I'll see what Coach Louis is going to do with the shape of the Rovers now that they are down a man. Rovers have 10 minutes in stoppage time to try to get back into this match, down by 2. Been very entertaining. Again, we have 2 other matches in the Georgia Conference that are kicking off as we speak. Potros FC welcoming Atlanta United Academy, and Vino Tinto Atlanta taking on Atlanta City FC, another substitute for Dalton United. Saldana's day is done. Center official, he'll keep an eye on the clock. He will add back for the delays. Headed forward by Lopez. Straight up into the air. Hernandez controls it. Goes all the way back to the keeper, and he sends it long. Foul committed there. That foul being committed by number 14, Hart. If this stays the way it is, Dalton United jump back up to second place over Potros FC in regards to goal differential wise, but that's not including the match that they're starting right now with Atlanta Rovers. With Atlanta United, excuse me. Rovers with a substitution. 25 is coming on for Jay White. Alexander Hernandez. A little bit of a change. Tactically, you can see from Coach Louis with that man down, since Eliazami, I'll have to look and see after the fact exactly how many minutes Eliazami was actually on the pitch before he was sent off for a red card. And that'll be a throw, or is that a... Yeah. But that's no record, no Steven Gerrard red card record, but definitely short amount of time for Eliazami. It'll be a throw for the Rovers. Long throw from Lopez into the box. Sent back in from the newly entered Hernandez, but controlled by the keeper. And here's an opportunity again for Dalton. He's not able to control it. Mad at himself, Herrera is, not being able to control that ball. Hart sends it forward. Lopez trying to get the ball up to James, able to do so. James has to stop and turn. Didn't make perfect control of the ball. He's able to get around one. Shot taken, deflected by Villatoro. Dalton now controlling the pace. And there's another cynical challenge. That one by Rennie. And a yellow card for Rennie as well. And of course, Dalton player is going to stay down. We'll take a look, and the assistant is holding back. Del Rio trying to control everything, telling everyone to get back. Very leadership-like. You can see here this ball forward on the run. Rennie trying to make up, has no choice, just knocks the player down. Easily a yellow card. Rennie and number 13 Hernandez having a conversation. Coach Louis providing assistance to Grimaldo. Grimaldo will have to come off. He's trying to stay on as long as he can. Conversation between the two coaches. But nothing of any issue, just having a good conversation about the action that's going on. Nothing bad. Dalton United 4-2 lead over Atlanta Rovers. 86 minutes in. We should see a substantial amount of stoppage time, though. Herrera, he takes a shot, deflected by Rennie. Del Rio gets it out. Lopez had two men, made a mistake again. Shot taken. That time it goes wide. I think they might have called a foul. Yes, they did call a foul on Lopez. That led to that opportunity. Back underway. Another foul, this time on number 23, De Silva, that's injured. No card issued. Just another stamp on the foot. These boots these days are so thin. You feel the effects of them. It may be plastic cleats, but you feel it right through those thin tops of the boots. Lopez gets us back underway. Up forward, De Silva. Slots it across, but controlled by Dalton. Down the line, another foul. This one's going to be a yellow, a straight red. A straight red card. Let's take a look at that. Oh, yes, led up with the boots. Lopez, absolutely a straight red. Take a look at this again, folks. This is definitely a straight red. Completely off his feet. That is a red card every day till Sunday. Lopez, your day is done. Straight red. 2 red cards now for Atlanta Rovers, and this is getting out of hand. You can see already Coach Louis is packing up the crate. He's looking for the medic bag, because that one was a nasty challenge. I'll even bring this up on the slow-mo so you can see it in all of its beauty. You can see here, just taken out. Hold on, let's bring that up a little bit slower for you. And a straight red. You can see here as he comes through and just straight out into the shin guard. That is going to be easily a red card. It's good to see that the Dalton player is okay. He is standing on his own. Coach Louis and Coach Rodriguez. They're having a conversation. I think that they're having a discussion in regards to stoppage time. Center official talking to the AR. That's going to be a foul right over there on the edge of the sideline. 5 minutes of stoppage time is what the center official is calling for. Back underway. Center official has been involved in the match the entire time. A couple deflections, but he has called an absolutely beauty of a match. Here's an opportunity by Dalton. Thought about taking the shot, held up, cleared out by the Rovers. James. Just not the Rovers' day today. Sent forward. Here's an opportunity for Dalton. Valdivinos having to come out deep in his box to control that ball. Turned by Del Rio. Even though this is a loss for Rovers, they're still in the hunt for the playoffs. Once you get into the playoffs, all bets are off. Everything can happen. They made it last fall into the finals against LGSA. They may have lost 2-1. That should be a high. Yes, it is offsides. They made it into that final match of the playoffs against LGSA. They lost 2-1, but they actually scored a goal and own goal twice that led to LGSA winning that match in a complete deluge of a match at Silverback Stadium. But once you make it into the playoffs, anything is possible. Switching field over to number 16. Lifted again over onto the left-hand side. Able to keep that ball in. Going to be a foul. We're in the 4th minute of 5 stoppage minutes in this match. Just about all she wrote here at Steel Road Stadium. Dalton United will jump back up into 2nd place. We'll see if Potros FC can come away with a point and step back into 2nd place, or if they will fall to Atlanta United Academy. That match going on right now. Back underway. Into the box. Cleared back. Sent back in. Headed down by Herrera, but not at the goal. Grimaldo. Shot taken. Saved by Valdivinos. Not able to control it, but he was able to see it out. This will be a corner. Thought about taking it quickly. Sent to the top of the box. Shot taken. And that one out for a goal kick. And that is going to do it for you, folks. All done here at Steel Road Stadium. We end full time. Atlanta Rovers 2, Dalton United 4. What a fantastic match. Unfortunately for Atlanta Rovers, they're going to have two players, Eliazami and Lopez, that received red cards in this match, and they will end up seeing a suspension and a fine for that. But you also love to see down there both coaches, Alui and Rodriguez, with a handshake and a great conversation. No animosity from both teams. It was a solid match. Great, entertaining match. Like I said, this puts us, Dalton, back up into second spot. The Rovers, they drop down to fifth spot. But that will do it for our coverage here. Week 6, UPSL Georgia Premier Conference. Keep an eye on all socials for ASMG for any matches for next week and then beyond. Highlights, podcasts, all that on our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time here on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group channel.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.